is Hana. I'm 25 years old now. But this story happened when I was only 13. It's not an easy story to tell, but it's mine. And maybe someone out there needs to hear it too. I grew up in a small village near the lake. Our house was small, just one floor, 2 bedrooms, and a tiny kitchen. But it was warm. It was filled with soft light, the smell of soup, and quiet laughter. I lived with my parents, Lynn and Di. My mother worked at a small bakery. She always came home smelling like sugar and cinnamon. My father fixed motorbikes. His hands were rough, but his hugs were gentle. They called me Little Star. Every night, my father would read to me. Every morning, my mother made my breakfast with a kiss on the forehead. On Sundays, we had pancakes and tea by the window. I never doubted anything. I looked like them. I felt safe with them. I thought every child had a life like mine. I thought this was what love looked like. But everything changed the day I turned 13. It was cold outside. The sky was gray. I was upstairs doing homework. My aunt came to visit my father's sister. She had a loud voice and always spoke without thinking. I was coming down to get a glass of water. As I walked past the kitchen, I heard my name. Hana still doesn't know she's adopted. I stopped walking. I didn't mean to listen, but I did. My mother answered softly, "We're waiting for the right time." "She's already 13, my aunt said. "She should know. One day she'll find out." My hands began to shake. I didn't move. I didn't blink. I just stood there silent, frozen. I ran to my room, closed the door, and sat on the floor. Tears came fast. Adopted me. Everything I believed suddenly cracked. I cried all night. My pillow was soaked. I didn't sleep at all. In the morning, I walked to the kitchen. My parents were there, like always. Toast on the table, tea on the stove, but something had changed inside me. I looked at my mother and whispered, "Am I adopted?" She turned to me slowly. Her eyes were soft. "Yes, sweetheart, you are, but we love you more than anything." My heart broke into pieces. "You lied to me," I said. "You're not my real parents." My father put down his newspaper. He didn't get angry. He came over, put a hand on my shoulder, and said, "We didn't want to hurt you." I stood up. "I want to find my real parents," I said. "I want to go." They didn't stop me. My mother packed a small bag, clothes, scarf, jacket, some snacks. My father gave me a little money. They didn't say anything, but their eyes were full of quiet sadness. I took the bus to a nearby city 2 hours away. My aunt once mentioned where my birth parents had lived. I had written the address in a notebook. I didn't know if it was still right, but I went. I walked through old streets with heavy steps. When I found the house, I stood at the door for a long time, then knocked. A woman opened the door. She looked tired, older. Her eyes were small, cold. Then a man came, thin face, shirt with a hole. He stared at me. Hana. Yes, I think I'm your daughter. He didn't smile. He didn't say welcome. Then a teenage boy stepped forward. Why are you here? He said. We don't have room. We don't have food for more people. I turned back to the man. He said, life is hard here. My wife is not kind. We don't have space. I'm sorry, Hana. That's all, no hug. No, I missed you. Nothing, I walked away. No one followed me. No one called my name. I sat alone on a bench near the river, my bag on my lap, the sky dark, the air cold. I thought, maybe no one wants me. Maybe no one ever did. I looked at the river, and for a second, I wanted the pain to stop. But then, something inside whispered, don't. With shaking hands, I took out my phone. I typed, please help me. I want to come home. If you don't help me, I will jump. I sent the message to the only mother I had ever known. Minutes passed. Then more. No answer. I cried again. Then my phone buzzed. We're sending money now. Please wait. Please don't do anything. We love you. Please come home. That message saved me. It didn't fix everything, but it gave me hope. I waited 2 hours. Then I took the next bus home. When I opened the door to our house, I didn't know what to expect, but they didn't shout. They didn't ask why. My mother stood up and hugged me. My father took my bag and touched my shoulder. They didn't need me to explain. They just welcomed me home. That night, I ate soup, sat on the old couch, wrapped in my blue blanket, and I felt it again, something I had almost lost. Love, not the kind from stories, but the real kind, the kind that waits, that forgives, that stays. Years passed. I finished school, became a nurse. I stayed in the same town, close to home. My parents are older now, but every weekend I visit. I cook, I clean, I listen to their stories. Sometimes we sit in silence, and even that feels full. I never spoke again about that day. They didn't ask. But deep inside, I always remember cold house, not the angry boy, not the silence. I remember the warm soup, the soft blanket, the quiet hug. That's the part I hold on to. Now, when people ask me, "Who are your real parents?" I smile. The ones who chose me, the ones who stayed, because blood doesn't make a parent,